Back on January the 19th, 29 days ago, we saw the Western Boone homecoming postponed until yesterday, February 16th. Now, one day after that, after another delay, we're finally here for winter homecoming at Western Boone as the Stars boys basketball varsity team takes on the Cascade Cadets. Welcome to our broadcast here as the Western Boone starting lineup is being announced. I'm Blake Morris, joined by Graham Cavins. Graham, what do you got to say about this matchup tonight?
Well, it's been a long time coming for this homecoming game as the Stars look to make their fans happy by picking up a big win tonight. Western Boone comes in with a 3-16 record, while Cascade enters with a 9-10 mark on the season. It's going to be imperative for the Stars to box out and attack the glass, with the Cadets having size at almost every position. The Stars cannot have the Cadets getting multiple second chance opportunities, as here tonight on homecoming it is also the Western Boone Stars senior night, so we'll be recognizing the Western Boone seniors throughout tonight's matchup.
Yeah, absolutely big night here at Western Boone as we're getting ready to see these two teams match up. Big delay, different opponent than was originally scheduled for the homecoming game. And now, after yesterday's delay, Graham, finally here for this matchup, and the tip-off coming right up. Tip is away. Cascade's got it first. But to the outside, deflected, but then brought right back in.
Yeah, nice hands there from Gavin Hawkins, an early deflection for this Western Boone Stars defense.
Cascade passing the ball around, looking for the open look. Three-pointer is good right there from Cascade's number 5, Toby Savini, for the Cadets as they get the first 3 points on the board.
Yeah, their second leading scorer at right around 11 per game. It was an excellent swing pass to get him open over there on that wing, and Western Boone was just too late on that closeout as he got a clean look and was able to knock it down.
Western Boone unable to put it in there, so Cascade back, looking to extend their early lead. Less than a minute into quarter number 1. Just about 7:07 on the clock. The deflection into nearly the press box there, the press area. And the Cadets will get it back. Apologies for the issue with the game clock. We've got it working now.
Yeah, we saw Gavin Hawkins get another deflection there with his hands. Western Boone right now playing a 2-3 zone, so it's important for them to be active with those hands out there at the three-point line.
Back over to the outside now, over the middle, and unable to put it in is Savini, who had the three-pointer earlier, and Gavin Hawkins has it for Western Boone, unable to put it in, but a foul called.
Yeah, Gavin Hawkins, Tristan Falk grabs the board, immediately pushes it ahead to Hawkins, and he takes it coast to coast and draws the foul on Weekly, the senior for the Cadets.
It was Gavin Weekly who had the foul for Cascade as Hawkins goes to the free throw line. He gets number 1 right there. Another opportunity right here.
Yeah, good sign to see him knock in that first free throw. Western Boone has struggled at the line this season, shooting just 54% as a team, but Gavin Hawkins looks to help that number with back-to-back free throw makes.
Well, right now 100% in the early going, only 2 shots, but Western Boone makes it 3-2. Cascade still in the lead, over into the middle, now to the outside for 3, and not going to go in. It was rebounded by Marcus Fortner, and the shot was taken by Nick Parsons of Cascade, unable to connect.
Yeah, it was a good look. He just couldn't quite put it down, but Cascade's going to be happy with those 3-point looks they're getting early.
Philip Talbot looking around, now goes and shoots and gets it, and Western Boone's got the lead 4-3. Nice shot by Philip Talbot.
Yeah, Talbot gets to his spot, rises up over top of the defense, and is able to get it to go. And that's nice to see from a Western Boone senior here on homecoming and senior night.
Savini's got it again. Now all the way to the other side. And it'll stay with Cascade there, as it was Gavin Weekly who had it, lost it, but the Cadets will maintain possession.
Yeah, we saw Western Boone trap over there in the corner, and Savini did a nice job handling it as the ball stayed with the Cadets.
Lobs it up over there and brought in. Now over to Savini again, who's looking around. Over right at the free throw line, and he nails it. 2 points for Brady Trebley for Cascade.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. Just a one dribble pull up there right at around that free throw line. Hard to defend when he can rise up and shoot over the defense like that.
Fortner's got it now over to Hawkins and to the outside. That's Carter Hanna. Marcus Fortner's got it again. Tristan Folk has it for Western Boone. Now back over to Fortner, and now Hanna's got it again. Looking for an open look. Gavin Hawkins shoots for three, unable to connect, and it goes back to the Cadets. Moving quickly, and a lot of contact there. And the foul called against Cascade.
Yeah, Trebley just a little bit out of control there. Marcus Fortner steps in front and draws that charge call. A nice defensive play there by Fortner.
4:43 on the clock here in quarter number one. Three for Carter Hanna, drills it. A perfect shot. And the Stars go up 7-5.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Western Boone. When Carter Hanna is able to knock in those outside shots, it really opens up the floor for everyone else. He's definitely a streaky shooter.
Connor Sanders has it for the Cadets, puts it up, unable to connect, but brought back in by Gavin Weekly, and then over now to Toby Savini.
Yeah, like I talked about in the open, Cascade's probably going to dominate the glass with their size as we see them getting an early offensive rebound here in the first quarter.
For three, unable to connect, and Fortner's got the rebound on the missed shot by Brady Trebley. Gavin Hawkins over to Tristan Folk. And now Marcus Fortner's got it again, and back over to Hawkins.
Western Boone's going to try to set something up here on offense. Currently, it's kind of a one-on-one. See if somebody can get to the basket and kick it out.
Fortner takes a shot, and it bounces off the rim, and Cascade will get it back.
Yeah, that time on the offensive end, not much going on for the Stars. Everyone just kind of standing and waiting.
And one on the play as Toby Savini gets the shot, and we'll get a free throw.
Fouls on the Stars, number 4, Philip Talbot.
Yeah, nice shot there by Savini. Goes right around his defender, and then a difficult floater shot that he was able to make with the contact, and now have a chance for a three-point play at the line.
It was Philip Talbot who had it. He checks out, and Quinn Westerfeld goes in for Western Boone. Free throw is good by Savini, and Cascade goes up 8-7.
Number 24, Carter Sanders. Also checking in is going to be number 10, Quinn Westerfeld.
Mentioned Carter Sanders in number 24 for Cascade, as Gavin Hawkins gets it over to Westerfeld, who just entered the game. Back to Carter Hanna, but he lost it, and picked up by Savini.
And those are just the costly turnovers that you don't want to see if you're the Stars.
First one didn't go in, put back didn't either, and Westerfeld's got it for Western Boone on the two missed shots by Connor Sanders.
Yeah, Connor Sanders makes those shots about 9 times out of 10, especially right there on the doorstep.
Errant pass there, and turned over by Western Boone over to Cascade as Falk tossed it out, and the target was not where he thought he was.
Yeah, back-to-back turnovers here for the Stars. They're going to have to get that cleaned up as this game continues to go on.
Brady Trebley has it for Cascade, and back now over to Toby Savini. Back to Savini again. Nick Parsons looking for an open shot.
The Cadets are content with just waiting to draw something up here, seeing what Western Boone's defense gets into.
To the outside, now back into the middle for three now. Perfect shot right there by Toby Savini. And Western Boone now behind 4.
Yeah, Savini, that's his second three. Cascade, just a couple quick passes on the perimeter, opening up the floor for Savini, and he's hit 2 threes right on that wing spot over there. So Western Boone's gonna have to clean that up.
Hawkins now over to Westerfeld. Thought about taking the shot, instead kicks it inside.
That's now 3 straight turnovers for Western Boone. At least that one wasn't a live ball turnover like we saw earlier, but just wasted possessions here for the Stars.
Not getting shots up on the last few, and that's helped Cascade open up a 4-point lead. Still very early. Minute 35 left in the first quarter. Layup is good from Connor Sanders. Makes it 13-7 Cascade.
Yeah, nice move there on the baseline. Just uses his size to elevate over the defense and get that little hook shot to go.
Westerfeld has it now back over to Gavin Hawkins. Thought about taking it twice, now over to the middle and unable to connect there. Number 12, Luke Adkins for Western Boone.
Yeah, it was a nice pass from Hawkins, but then Luke Atkins just couldn't hit it right there.
Good connection. Toby Savini, he's been dominant so far. The top scorer to this point for Cascade, and Western Boone decides to call their first timeout.
Yeah, and I think that's a good timeout there by Western Boone's head coach, Mr. Oakley, as the Stars were definitely starting to struggle on both the offensive and defensive ends of the floor.
We'll be right back after this break.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here. Homecoming night. 56 seconds left in quarter number 1 after the Western Boone timeout. Gavin Hawkins has it. Stars trying to get something going in this first quarter. Westerfeld now gets it over to Marcus Fortner. The 3 by Adkins, unable to connect off the rim. And that is Savini with the ball for Cascade.
Yeah, and Luke Atkins maybe had a chance there to get his offensive rebound, but he didn't follow his shot, so then it was picked up by Cascade. And it looks like they're looking to hold for the last shot of this first quarter.
Yeah, Cadets content to just take this one to the next quarter. They got an 8-point lead to this point. Started out very close, but they've scored the last 10 points of this game after Western Boone led at 7-5. We're under 7 seconds now. 3, now down to 2, looking for the shot, might not get it off, and they're not going to. So a lot of time used up. They do not get any points, but after all of that, it'll be still an 8-point lead for the Cadets. And Graham, what do you see so far from Cascade that's helped them, after a relatively slow start, score 10 unanswered and have this lead?
Well, it's the ball movement and passing for the Cadets. Whatever defense Western Boone throws at them, they do a nice job of waiting for their coach to make a decision on what play they want to draw up. And then they do a nice job passing it around the perimeter, and it obviously helps when Savini's been hot here tonight, scoring on the inside and the outside. So Western Boone is definitely going to have to work on trying to slow him down and make some other people put the ball in the basket.
Signed by Coach Bragg. Western Boone thanks you for being a shining example.
Here, Reagan Durbin being honored in the middle of the court. Unfortunately, she's looking the other way, so we don't have the best shot of it, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Indiana Junior All-Star, Reagan Durbin.
Congrats to her.
Yeah, an incredible accomplishment there for Reagan Durbin, an excellent volleyball player for the Western Boone Stars. She is committed to continue her volleyball career at Middle Tennessee State for college.
That is awesome. She's going to crush it, I'm sure, just how she did here at Western Boone. Meanwhile, Western Boone hoping they can crush the beginning of this second quarter as we're underway in quarter number 2. Gavin Hawkins has the ball first for Western Boone. Now gets it over to Marcus Fortner.
Yeah, the Cadets playing just a straight-up man-to-man defense, and it's causing Western Boone a lot of problems on the offensive end.
Gets it to go and one. Gavin Hawkins with a nice shot. And Western Boone needing a spark. They got two and they need one more after a free throw, and they can make it potentially a 5-point game, but at least a 6-point game right here.
Yeah, nice job by Hawkins. Creative there in the paint, just taking it himself with initiative to the basket, drawing the contact. And he's 2 for 2 tonight. He'll hope to make it 3 for 3.
Hawkins makes it 3 for 3. And it's 15-10 now. Cascade over Western Boone. Over to the outside, that is Ryder Williams, now back over to the near side, and it's Savini who has it yet again. Tyler Haig lost it for a second. Savini able to bring it back in and maintain possession. Cascade will go ahead and use a timeout here. So, Graham, beginning of this second quarter, Western Boone gets 3, and then the near turnover on that play. If Western Boone can get the ball back, it would be big for them to try and close this gap just ever so slightly as they attempt to make this a closer game than it is, but still a 5-point game in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen Gavin Hawkins. He's very active there at the top of that defense. He's done a nice job getting those deflections, but Western Boone, like you said, an excellent start to this second quarter. The drive and then the finish and then their defense here out of the timeout. We'll see what Cascade decides to do.
Each team still with 4 timeouts each in this half. Carter Sanders gets it over to Tyler Haig, who then gets it over to Ryder Williams and back to Savini. Yet again, he's been the hot hand so far. Kicked inside, good shot by Connor Sanders.
Yeah, with his 6'5" frame, Marcus Fortner around like 5'11", it's going to be difficult for him to guard when he gets it that deep into the post.
Well, there is Marcus Fortner with a nice shot on the layup in a 17-12 game now.
Yeah, nice job there by Fortner, taking it downhill and then finishing through that tough defense.
Haig now over to Williams, now back over to Savini. He'll take the shot for 3, drills it. He's been on fire so far, and he makes it now 20-12.
Yeah, if you're Western Boone, that closeout, the hands were down. With the way he's been shooting here tonight, you got to make sure you get a hand up and contest those 3-point shots. You can't just let him step in with rhythm.
Fortner looking for some room, and then over to Falk, and then back to Hawkins. Tristan Falk now goes inside, puts it up, unable to connect, and brought in by Toby Savini. And the contact on the play as the shot does not go in.
Marcus Fortner, going to be his first.
And up to the free throw line
is Tyler Heggie.
Is Heggie for Cascade.
Yeah, Western Boone got a good look on the offensive end, but Falk just couldn't put it down, and then Cascade pushes the floor and draws the foul on the opposite end.
Heggie gets the first one to go. Eli Mitchell into the game here for Western Boone, subbing out for Luke Adkins, I believe.
Yeah, and this will be the first game that Eli Mitchell will get to play this season, so it's great to see him on the floor.
That's awesome for him. Great to see him on the court here on the belated homecoming night. Over to Quinn Westerfeld. Loses it momentarily, now gets it over to Eli Mitchell, who then gets it back to Marcus Fortner. Nearly lost it, then he did lose it and picked up on the play by Carter Sanders.
Yeah, another turnover by the Stars. Just too much one-on-one play there. Everyone was trying to do it themselves, and it resulted in the turnover.
2-point shot in and out. Savini with a rare miss tonight, and Stars will get it back. Aaron pass by Hawkins. Good job by Fortner to bring it in. Eli Mitchell looking for options there. Now deflected and taken away by Tyler Heggie. Puts it up, unable to connect, and the Stars rebounded in his Folk, who brings it in.
Yeah, very fortunate there. Western Boone, and yet another live ball turnover for the Stars, resulting in Cascade to be able to get out in transition.
Ryder Williams had the penalty for Cascade.
Number 21 is Hannah.
Stars down 10. Under 5 minutes here in quarter number 2. Tristan Folk looks and gets the layup to go and makes it 22-14.
Yeah, nice patience there by Tristan Falk, allowing the defense to go by, and then he maneuvers to that left side of the basket to put it down.
Savini guarded closely, and it left Heggie open. He takes a shot and unable to connect, but rebounded by Ryder Williams over to Toby Savini. Puts it up, deflected, and Tristan Folk ultimately rebounds for Western Boone. Hawkins unable to connect, but contact there on the play.
Fouls on Cascades, number
Yeah,
5.
Hawkins saw the middle of that floor open a little bit, so he took it to that right side and drawed the contact, and he's been good from the free throw line early, so we'll hope he can continue that here at the line.
Hawkins 4 for 4 now.
Entering for the Cadets is 22, Tremblay.
Second one in and out, first miss of the night for Gavin Hawkins on the free throw at the free throw line. Heggie has it now over to Savini yet again. Errant pass, and that'll be a turnover there for the Cadets as Western Boone will take over.
Yeah, so far tonight Cascade has been pretty good with the ball, not turning it over, but that time, just like you said, Blake, an errant pass as Western Boone will get another opportunity to cut into this lead.
Tristan Folk out of the game, now Philip Talbot in at the Western Boone lineup. Eli Mitchell looking around, now gets it over to Carter Hanna. Gets it outside to Gavin Hawkins, now over to Hanna again. He takes a shot for 3, unable to connect, and rebounded there by Brady Tremblay.
Yeah, not a bad look there for Carter Hanna at the three-point line. I think Western Boone will take open looks like that. It's just a matter of being able to knock him down.
Heggie has it guarded by Gavin Hawkins. Bit behind Savini, but he gathers it in. Now back over to Heggie again. Now back over to Savini again. It's just a game of catch. Now over to Brady Tremblay. Savini gets it to Heggie. He'll take the shot for 3. Got it. Open look, and he nails it, and it's a 10-point game yet again.
Yeah, Western Boone trapped over there in the corner, and then they were just late rotating, resulting in a wide-open three-point look for Heggie as he knocks it down.
Now Carter Hanna looking around. We're under 3 minutes in quarter 2. Marcus Fortner back to Hawkins. Eli Mitchell for 3. In and out, right off the rim. And Cascade takes over up 10.
Again, Western Boone, another nice look on the offensive end. Just wasn't able to go down. Western Boone has to continue to get shots like that, as hopefully they'll eventually fall throughout this game.
Toby Savini has it now back over into the middle, and good shot right there by Carter Sanders.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot, Blake. The defense all over him, just a little fadeaway jump shot for 2 points there for Cascade as they stretch this lead to 12.
Eli Mitchell gets it to Marcus Fortner, who does haul it in. There was a fight for the ball as Tyler Heggie was there too. And Marcus Fortner able to bring it in, maybe using some of his football skills, as he was one of the receivers for Western Boone in the football season.
Yeah,
and gets the contested play.
Yeah, just a curl there, trying to get Marcus Fortner going to the basket, as he's the best at finishing at the rim, and he's able to draw the foul on Cascade.
Marcus Fortner now looks around.
And he had Tristan Falk posting up there, but he just didn't give him the ball.
Fortner gets it to Carter Hanna. thought about taking the shot for a second, instead gets it over to Tristan Falk. Takes the shot for 3, contact on the play, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, nice spin there by Tristan Falk, able to draw the contact. Nearly an and one as that one just rolled off the rim, but he'll get an opportunity to score some points at the line.
It was Nick Parsons on the contact. First free throw does not go for Falk. Luke Atkins and Quinn Westerfeld check in for Western Boone as Carter Hanna and Philip Talbot go out. No good on the second one either, but rebounded by Western Boone. Quinn Westerfeld now loses it and picked up by Tristan Falk. He loses it, and after all that, it ends up going to Cascade anyway with Nick Parsons.
Yeah, yet another turnover for Western Boone.
Open 3, no good. And both Luke Atkins and Marcus Fortner try to rebound, and ultimately it's Atkins who brings it in. Hawkins gets it over to Tristan Falk. Looking for an opening, now gets it over to Luke Atkins, who gets it back to Gavin Hawkins. Hawkins missed a shot, but got the rebound. Atkins loses the ball on the shot. And Carter Sanders has it for Cascade. And contact there on the play.
Yeah, a little bit of a late foul call there. I thought he got slapped on the arm early, but then they get the grab on the waist there as Carter Sanders got the block and tried to take it coast to coast to the basket, as he ultimately draws the foul on Western Boone.
Under a minute to go in this first half, 57 seconds. Back over, open look for 3, no good though. And it was Nick Parsons who couldn't connect.
Yeah, fortunate there for Western Boone. Another wide open 3-point look for the Cascade Cadets, just unable to knock it down.
Westerfeld has it, looks around. Under a minute now, near 30 seconds. Stars trying to get something on the board before halftime. Hawkins has it now. They're content to let this run down a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely been a struggle on the offensive end for Western Boone in this first half, and that's been a big result from Cascade's active hands, forcing a lot of Western Boone turnovers throughout this first half.
Stars looking to get the last shot if they can. Hawkins goes in. Now the shot, nice shot by Gavin Hawkins, and cuts the lead back to 10. 2 seconds left. Gets it off in time. That's not going to go through as Nick Parsons unable to connect. 27-17 Cascade. We will be right back with the halftime ceremony after this on WBTV Sports.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
If your car's not running like it should, make sure you bring it to Beasley Automotive, located at 321 South Front Street in Thorntown. Locally owned by Webo grad Brayton Beasley, that's Beasley Automotive and Performance Repair.
Hi, my name is Michael Behrens, and I'm a current meteorologist at WZZM-TV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I bought this advertisement simply to support the awesome work that the Western Boone radio TV program does and the opportunities it provides to students. In fact, that's how I got my start in television. Without this amazing program, I would not be where I am today. So please, do what you can to support this unique program and the students who dedicate so much to make it a success. Thanks for watching WBTV.
Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a long-time investor, Moody & Company is there to support you throughout the buying and selling process. Give Weibo grad Jordan Moody and his team a call at 765-336-1622. Let Moody & Company take all the stress out of buying or selling your next home.
Whitaker Glass and Mirror, located across from the Lebanon Municipal Building, has been serving the Boone County area for nearly 15 years. Whitaker takes care of windows, specialty glass, mirrors, windshields, and more. Contact Troy and Janie at 765-482-1500 or online at www.whitglass.com.
Hello, I'm junior linebacker Kanan Bruins, out to thank Western Boone Youth Football for sponsoring WBTV Sports. Western Boone Youth Football building tomorrow's state champions.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
WBTV would like to thank Nick Threlkeld for being a longtime sponsor of the Western Boone Radio TV class. And just like Nick's dedication to Western Boone, he's dedicated to making sure all of your insurance needs are taken care of.
Welcome back here to the second half. Close cut here, but we are here as Cascade gets first possession and losing the ball. And now Marcus Fortner picks it up for Western Boone. Good start to the half for the Stars as Gavin Hawkins puts it down and makes it an 8-point game.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better start to open up the second half if you're a Western Boone Stars fan. As Tristan Falk gets the steal, and then Western Boone out in transition with the Gavin Hawkins layup.
Contact on the play as the shot is no good, but it'll now send
Fouls on the Stars, number
Brady
24,
Trebley to
Tristan
the free
Falk.
throw line.
Falk's first, team first.
Yeah, Trebley on the season shoots 74% from the free throw line, so a good clip for him.
Free throw number 1 is good. And meanwhile, Graham, I think we'll mention it real quick. We just had the homecoming court ceremony. Congratulations to Caleb Truitt and Molly Newbeck on winning homecoming king and queen. I think I agree. I'm saying what everybody thinks. They deserved it the most.
Yeah, congratulations to them as they hope to watch and hope for a Western Boone comeback here in the second half.
Gavin Hawkins now looking around. Puts it up there. It goes. Nice shot by Gavin Hawkins and a great response as the Stars make it an 8-point game once again.
Yeah, we've seen Hawkins make a couple of those shots in the paint. He does shoot the long ball a little, but not a great percentage. He's better when he can get downhill and into that paint.
Shot no good, and Tristan Falk gets it. Now Western Boone going back, trying to close the gap a little bit more as Fortner has it for the Stars.
Yeah, Cascade stays in their man-to-man defense that they played in the first half.
Marcus Fortner over to Tristan Falk. Falk puts it up, rebounded by Westerfeld.
Yeah, great effort there by Westerfeld on the glass, anticipating that short miss and jumping up to get it.
Gavin Hawkins gets it out to him. Westerfeld looking around. Gavin Hawkins goes inside, tries to get the shot off, and he gets it to go, and it's a 6-point game and another really nice shot by Gavin Hawkins.
Yeah, and again, when you can get a piece of that paint there for Gavin Hawkins, he's really good, even at his size, being able to finish over the defense, and he's starting to really heat up here for the Stars.
Looking to the outside now, open for the 3, but unable to connect is Nick Parsons, and all of a sudden the Stars doing some good things offensively and defensively.
Nice pass there inside.
Westerfeld puts it down, and Western Boone's on a roll. It's a 4-point game here coming out of the half.
Yeah, Gavin Hawkins, great vision there, seeing Westerfeld cut on that baseline to that block, and he delivers a nice bounce pass.
Foul called as it was Brady Trebley who tried to get the shot off, but there was contact from Luke Adkins.
Team second.
That'll send Trebley back to the line where he just hit 2 not long ago, so I hope to knock them both down again.
29-25. Those are the only shots so far, only points of this half for Cascade as he misses number 1.
Yeah, just these last few offensive possessions for Cascade, you can tell Western Boone a lot more aggressive on the defensive end compared to that first half.
Trebley does get the second one to go, and it's 30-25 Cascade over Western Boone. Gavin Hawkins has the ball for the Stars, looking around. Now gets it over to Marcus Fortner on the outside, who gets it to Tristan Falk. Thought about taking the shot, instead gets it back over to Fortner, who gets it back to Gavin Hawkins. Goes for the shot and able to put it in. He's been on fire for Western Boone. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, one big step there in the paint and then is able to float it up just over that rim as Western Boone has cut it to a 1-possession game with it being 30-27.
Meanwhile, over to the outside, now the inside. Open for a 3. Parsons unable to connect but rebounded. Trebley unable to put it in, and now Westerfeld gets it, and Western Boone with a chance to cut this lead further. Marcus Fortner thought about taking the shot over out of Hawkins, and Fortner has it again. Adkins to Fortner again. 4:30 to go in quarter number 3. Luke Adkins takes the shot, does not get it, but gets the foul. and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Luke Atkins forcing the issue there. A slow drive in, sees his defender off balance, just goes up and into him, forcing that foul call to be made as he'll earn a trip to the free throw line, where he shoots just 50% from the line on the year. So as a guard, you'd hope that number would be a little bit higher, but we'll see if he can hit him.
Gets the first one to go. 2-point game now.
Number 2, Tyler Heggie. Also entering number 24, Carter Sanders.
Peggy and Carter Sanders enter the game for the Cadets as Adkins goes for his second free throw here. This one good as well. 1-point game here. And Western Boone has done a really nice job coming out here in the second half.
Yeah, just the intensity from Western Boone on both ends of the floor has been much higher.
He lost the ball, and it'll stay with Cascade. That was Carter Sanders who lost the handle, but ultimately they say it was last touched by Western Boone. Savini, who was the hot hand in the first half, finally gets the ball and gets it to go, and it's a 3-point game again.
A nice jump stop there right in front of that block, and then just able to create that space and float it up and over for 2.
Toby Savini was absolutely on fire in the first half. Taken back away after losing it. Adkins for 3, in and out, just off the mark. Would have tied the game, nearly had it. Instead, it goes back to Cascade with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Cascade very fortunate. Luke Atkins, he shoots a lot of threes in those corners. It's his favorite shot from this season, as that one, like you said, Blake, just popped out.
The deflection
Checking back in for Western Boone,
on the play, but it'll stay with Cascade. Adkins checks out, Carter Hanna checks in. The senior for the Stars. Tyler Heggie has it for Cascade. This crowd is on their feet, at least the student section here. Western Boone deflected and then brought back in by Heggie. Impressive job. Unable to connect on the shot. Rebounded by Tristan Falk, who takes it the other way. And he is unable to connect. And it's brought in by Brady Trebley.
Yeah, just not a smart decision there from Falk. Trying to go in on 2 guys that are much taller than him. That's going to be a difficult shot to make over top. Would have been better if he just pulled that out and allowed Western Boone to get a good offensive set.
Ball got kicked there, so he'll stay with the Cadets. And back over now to Tyler Heggie, who's got the ball around midcourt. Loses footing, but gets it off to Savini. Savini has it again. All the way back outside to Tyler Heggie. It's been the Heggie show so far in this possession, but now Marcus Fortner gets it on the deflected pass.
Yeah,
and the Stars in business.
The script has been completely flipped here in this second half. This quarter, it's been Cascade with the turnover issues, not Western Boone.
Western Boone doing a good job guarding in the second half so far. Hawkins puts it in. It's a 1-point game here on homecoming night. And Cascade will take a timeout. So with that, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout ourselves, and we'll be right back with WBTV Sports after this.
2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
We're back here after the Cascade timeout. 2:08 to go. It's a 1-point game as Western Boone has stormed back from their 10-point deficit coming out of the half.
Yeah, and the offense for Western Boone here in the second half has just been give the ball to Gavin Hawkins, and he's been able to get by his initial defender and then be able to score close to the basket.
Unable to connect on the shot. That was Carter Sanders, and Western Boone with an opportunity to try and take the lead for the first time since the opening quarter. As Folk has it now back over to Hawkins. As he mentioned, they've gotten him the ball a lot here in the second half, and he has been a majority of the offense so far. Now he'll get it back to Folk and over back to Hawkins, and lays it in there, and Western Boone takes the lead.
Yeah, that was a really nice play call there from that Western Boone bench. Just a high ball handoff, and then Falk's able to screen Hawkins' defender. That allows him to get downhill like he's been doing in this first half and score.
Savini puts it down, and Cascade back in front as they respond.
Yeah, much needed basket there from Cascade. They struggled on the offensive end here in the third quarter. Hopefully that shot can get them settled down a little bit after this Western Boone run.
We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. Hawkins nails it. He puts Western Boone back in front. He's got a big smile on his face. He knows what he's been doing for this Western Boone team has been outstanding in this third quarter.
Yeah, what a nice job there. Everyone expecting him to go all the way.
And again, a response from Cascade as it's Connor Sanders. Not to be confused with Carter Sanders, as Connor puts it down for Cascade.
Yeah, now some back and forth action here, as we can expect this one to be a close game as we get nearer to entering this fourth quarter.
Carter handing now over to Gavin Hawkins again. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Stars wanting to take the lead before the transition over to quarter number 4.
Yeah, they give Gavin Hawkins a high ball screen, hoping he can take another one into the paint.
Foul called on the play. Can't get the shot to go, but Hawkins will go to the free throw line with 3 seconds left in quarter number 3. And with a chance to try and take the lead back again.
Western Boone's been trying everything possible to get Gavin Hawkins the ball. We've seen some screens in the middle, and that time just a high ball screen allowing him to turn the corner and get right back to the basket.
He has been money so far, really all game, but especially here in the second half. As he puts the first down, we have a tie game and a chance for the Stars to take the lead here. Stars have the lead back with 3 seconds left. And the Cadets will have a chance to try and get a quick score, but it'll be close if they can even get it off.
Yeah, they caught a warning there on Tristan Falk, so it's going to be imperative for him to not say anything or do anything as this game goes on.
Huge shot down court. A little too high there from Nick Parsons. And look at this, Graham, a completely different game than the one we left off the half with, as Western Boone has stormed back to take the lead going into the fourth. We have a great basketball game here. What do you got to say about what Western Boone has done to sort of get their offense going after the issues they had in the first half?
Well, yeah, it started on the defensive end for the Stars. That opening possession, we saw them get the steal and then the transition layup. And with Cascade being flustered on the offensive end, the Stars are taking full advantage as Cascade's been turning the ball over. And then on the offensive end for Western Boone, it's just been give the ball to Gavin Hawkins and hope he can create something, and he has absolutely been creating something here in this third quarter. We've seen him get to the basket a couple times with some layups as well as some pull-up jump shots. So Gavin Hawkins has been on fire, and for Stars fans, they hope that can continue here in the fourth quarter as they look to pull out a big homecoming night victory.
It would be huge for these guys to get the win on homecoming. All of the issues getting this game ready to play after the original January 19th scheduled day. Pushed back one more day. It was going to be yesterday. All the snow came in once again. Thankfully, this game was able to be played, and it's been a heck of a game as the Stars have the 1-point lead and the ball to start quarter number 4. And here is the man of this half, Gavin Hawkins, now over to Fortner. And back to Hawkins again.
Yeah, Cascade switching it up here. No more just laid back man-to-man. They're pressuring the ball up top.
Ball on the ground, but Quinn Westerfeld does an excellent job to pick it up as it rolled right to him. Marcus Fortner now has it back on the outside. Picked up by Gavin Hawkins. He loses a handle. Looked up, wanted a foul call, but none called there. Savini puts it up. What a shot by Toby Savini as he goes to the ground and puts it up and gives the Cadets the lead back.
Yeah, uses elevation there to go up and over Tristan Falk and get that one to drop.
Marcus Fortner gets it back to Tristan Falk. And Carter Hanna takes the shot for three, unable to connect. And it's Savini who takes it back, trying to extend the Cascade lead.
Yeah, Carter Hanna just a slight hesitation there instead of just catching and shooting. I would have liked to seen him just go straight up if he's going to take that shot.
And unable to connect was Connor Sanders. And the Stars have it back over to Marcus Fortner on the pass from Falk. Westerfeld has it, going to the inside, takes the shot, unable to connect, and goes back to Cascade.
Yeah, nice recovery there from Carter Sanders, able to get back and mess up that shot.
Big play opportunity here. Hawkins is fouled as the Cadets lost the ball. Marcus Fortner picked it up and got it to Hawkins wisely as he's been the hot hand. And ultimately Western Boone gets the foul call and they've got a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, and that foul wasn't up where the block occurred. He must have hit him with the body down low in order for that foul to be called.
Got it again.
Yeah, Gavin Hawkins, just a 58% free throw shooter on the year, but he's been terrific tonight, missing all but one free throw. So he's hitting in live action and at the free throw line.
He's been money so far. Game tied at 38, makes it 39-38. Gavin Hawkins has done it all for Western Boone. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back with a thrilling fourth quarter here on WBTV Sports.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to a thriller here at Western Boone on homecoming night, as it's 39-38 Stars, as they were behind 10 at the half, but stormed back in the third quarter, and now ever since it's been back and forth, as Gavin Hawkins has led the offense substantially here in the third quarter, now the fourth, as the Stars have the 1-point lead.
Yeah, as this fourth quarter continues, whoever can get quality shots and not turn the ball over will probably be the team to pull this one out. It's going to be important to at least be able to get a shot up and not turn the ball over.
Nick Parsons has it for the Cadets. Long pass over to Ryder Williams. And back to Williams after Savini got it to him. Now Savini has it back. Guarded by Fortner and Westerfeld. Cadets looking for an opening here. Parsons gets it back to Savini. Now back to Parsons yet again. A long pass by Williams over to Savini. Takes the shot and drills it. What a shot by Toby Savini. When the Cadets needed it, they get a 2-point lead.
Yeah, uses the pump fake, then sidesteps, able to create that open look for him, and he's been really nice from beyond the arc here tonight.
Quinn Westerfeld trying to get the shot off, and it just rolls out. Tough break for Westerfeld, as it's still a 2-point lead for Cascade.
Yeah, Westerfeld left-handed, so he likes that left side. He just was unable to put it down, but it was a good look for the Stars.
Parsons looking, now gets it over to Ryder Williams, and now Nick Parsons has it again. Savini for three on the open look, and he has an air ball.
And they get a foul call there on Western Boone. The feet got tangled up a little bit there on that rebound.
Yeah, it was getting rebounded by Connor Sanders for Cascade, and then the foul, and the Cadets will have it back. This is a shot. Westerfeld nearly mishandled it, but able to bring it in. 2-point game, and Gavin Hawkins has it back. Now over to Carter Hanna. Stars have struggled a bit on 3-point shots. It's really been on the inside where they've gotten most of their points and on free throws. As Hawkins looks around with 4:38 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they set another high ball screen there for Hawkins, but this time, nice job on the defensive end to cut him off and not allow him to get all the way to the basket.
Marcus Fortner now back over to Gavin Hawkins. This possession has taken a while for Western Boone. Back over to Quinn Westerfeld. Man fell down. Carter Hanna might have juked him there.
Yeah, and then Carter Hanna was wide open in the corner, but they were just unable to see him.
And the foul called on the deflection. There was some contact, and Marcus Fortner will be sent to the free throw line. And if he can nail them both, it can be a tied game yet again.
Yeah, same light call that we saw earlier for Gavin Hawkins. The block was clean, but just some body contact down low, resulting in the whistle.
Fortner drills the first one. 4:10 to go in this game. 41-40, Cascade.
Yeah, I mentioned in the open that Western Boone has struggled from the free throw line this year, but they definitely are not tonight, as they have hit a majority of their free throws.
Fortner gets the second one to go. And a tied game at 41 here in the fourth quarter. Thrilling game here on homecoming night as Nick Parsons and the Cadets look to try and get back in front.
Yeah.
Stars will have something to say about that, though. Nice shot on the inside by Connor Sanders. Yes. 43-41 Cascade.
Yeah, Sanders there, just deep post position. And with his size, it's easy for him to just go up and over the defense and kiss it off the glass.
Fortner to Hawkins again. Now Tristan Falk. One of the tallest members of this Western Boone team, as he got it back over to Marcus Fortner. And they call the travel on Fortner there.
Yeah, I don't really know what Marcus Fortner was doing there. Just dribbled in to two defenders, got himself in a difficult position, and it results in the turnover. And like I mentioned earlier, in this fourth quarter, it's imperative not to have those types of turnovers.
Savini over back to Nick Parsons again. In a 2-point game, Western Boone with near 3 minutes to go. It's been a heck of a game so far. And Savini would like to try and extend the Cascade lead.
Yeah, but Western Boone has to make sure they have a body on Savini at all times. He's been their biggest source of offense throughout this game with his long ball shooting.
Western Boone making it difficult on the Cadets here. It's been a long possession. Connor Sanders takes the shot and one on the foul, gets it to go. 4-point lead and a chance to make it 5.
Yeah, he was up at the 3-point line. He slipped to the basket there, and it was a nice pass from the Cadets to get him the ball, and then a nice little turnaround hook shot plus the contact as the Cadets are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
4-point lead here. 4. Western Boone will stick around. So, Graham, what does Western Boone have to do here? 2:42 to go. They're down 4, might be down 5 after this timeout, which was taken by Cascade, I believe. And what do they have to do in order to get back into position to tie or try and take the lead in this game?
Well, in that third quarter, we saw Gavin Hawkins able to get the basket with relative ease. Cascade has shut that down a little bit here. So maybe try to get him more off the ball, have someone up at the 3-point line with it, get him off a screen or a curl heading downhill towards the basket, and see if he can continue his hot streak around the rim. And then if you're Cascade, Blake, you just got to continue what you're doing. Utilize that size that you have down there in the post. Drain some clock up at the 3-point line, but when you have one of the Sanders open down low, with them each being at around 6'5", it's easy for them to just elevate over the defense when they have good post position, so you got to make sure to look for them on the blocks.
4-point lead for Cascade. Like you mentioned, Graham, all of that's going to be very important for Western Boone, obviously, you mentioned it before, how Cascade has the height advantage in this game. Tallest member of the Western Boone team would be the third tallest on Cascade, tied for third. Shot goes for Connor Sanders, and a 5-point lead for the Cadets as they've managed to get back in rhythm here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and there's that high ball screen Western Boone has been using a lot here in this fourth quarter, but the Cadets have tightened up on the defensive end.
Hawkins looking now, takes the shot for three, just off. Marcus Fortner gets it. Thought about taking the shot, goes inside. Now over to Quinn Westerfeld. And gets it to go, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, great patience there by Westerfeld in the lane. Pump fakes, the defense gets off balance, and then it creates that open look for him right there at the front of the rim.
Toby Savini now stolen by Gavin Hawkins. Gets it to go. It's a 1-point game. What a play by Gavin Hawkins.
And there are those live ball turnovers that you can't have down the stretch. The Cadets, just a sloppy pass out there, and Gavin Hawkins takes full advantage, taking it the length of the court for two.
Near a minute 30 left to go. Cadets still have the 1-point advantage, but Stars have scored 4 in a row. Sanders couldn't get out of there, and a timeout taken by Cascade. This crowd is going wild.
Yeah, what a smart trap there are on that baseline, sideline area. When a big gets the ball way out there like that, probably not a super great ball handler, so trapping him in that situation is a smart move from the Stars. It was nearly a 5-second call, but Cascade was able to get the timeout just in time, so we'll see what the Cadets draw up on offense here in the huddle.
1 timeout remaining for Cascade, 3 for Western Boone to think things over here.
Yeah, and those 3 timeouts for Western Boone compared to the 1 for Cascade are huge, because down the stretch, like we saw Western Boone trap Cascade there, if Cascade gets in another pickle like that, they'll just have 1 timeout to bail themselves out, while Western Boone on their offensive end will have some opportunities to be able to call a timeout and get the shot that they want.
Minute 32 to go. And can't get over that play by Gavin Hawkins to get the steal, put it through, and make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, that was an absolutely game-changing play by Gavin Hawkins.
Ryder Williams boxed in, now back over to the outside, and now it was Treble who had it, and now Savini has it. We're near a minute 20 to go in the fourth, and the foul called on the play.
Yeah, I didn't see a ton of contact there, but the ref obviously saw enough for him to blow that whistle as Western Boone was looking to have the trap up there at around the volleyball line.
Nick Parsons all the way back on the Western Boone side. And he'll pass it over to Treble. Gets it back over, and now Savini has it for Western Boone.
Yeah,
or for Cascade, rather.
Yeah, Cascade doing the smart thing, just trying to drain some clock here. They'll try to get into an offensive set, I'm sure, a little bit later, but first they want to be able to drain some of this clock and not allow Western Boone to have too much time.
They're doing a good job. We're under a minute to go, now under 50 seconds. Contact on the ball.
Yeah, Western Boone has to continue this intense ball pressure, and if Cascade ever passes the ball into a tough spot, immediate trap has to occur for Western Boone.
Marcus Fortner gets
the
foul.
Number 1, Marcus Fortner.
And 46 seconds left. Cascade trying to do all they can to just drain the clock. They'd be content to let this thing go all the way down if they can and get the 1-point win, but.
Yeah, Western Boone, their next foul will send Cascade to the free throw line. So Cascade, if they do indeed get fouled, it's going to be important for them to hit free throws.
Had one, the crowd wanted the foul called with Hawkins on the contact, and then ultimately gets called against Philip Talbot. So sends the Cadets to the free throw line with 38.5 seconds remaining in a 1-point game. The crowd goes wild here as they try and throw Parsons off.
Yeah, Parsons just a 50% free throw shooter. So in this situation, an excellent guy to foul.
There's the first miss on Parsons here. Carter Hanna enters the game, replacing Talbot, who just had the foul. 38 seconds left. Second shot goes in. 2-point lead for Cascade as Parsons splits.
Yeah, exactly his free throw percentage, 50% there. He goes 1 for 2. We'll see what Western Boone tries to do here. I'd have to imagine they keep the ball in Gavin Hawkins' hands.
Cascade going to do all they can to keep it away from him. He misses the shot, though. And the foul ultimately gets called, as it was Brady Trebley who had it, and Carter Hanna got the quick contact to send him back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit of a force there from Gavin Hawkins out around that elbow. He's been able to get all the way to the hoop on many occasions here tonight. Why not try to take it to the hole and force those refs to call a foul?
Free throw number 1, good. If he gets the second one, it'd be huge and make it a 4-point game.
Yeah, you're right, Blake. If he can hit this one, it makes it a 2-possession game and makes it a lot hotter on the Stars.
He gets it. Clutch shot by Trebley.
Yeah.
Stars got to go down and score quick.
If I'm Western Boone here, I take it to the basket quick, try to get a quick 2 or a foul call.
Fortner hits it. Clutch shot.
Yeah.
Back and forth we go. 16 seconds remaining, and it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, and they called the foul, so he'll get a chance to go to the line and cut this to a 1-possession game. They did exactly what I thought they should do there, Blake. Quickly take it down the court to the hoop, try to get that quick 2, and then hope for that foul call, and they ended up getting both with the and 1 from Marcus Fortner.
Huge, huge play from Marcus Fortner. There's 16 seconds remaining. Western Boone goes ahead and calls their third timeout. They got 2 remaining. They have 2, Cascade has 1. Just an excellent sequence by the Stars after the missed shot from Gavin Hawkins, a rare one tonight. And the Cadets go down and hit both free throws. And Trebley hits them, and the Stars take it down, and Marcus Fortner does exactly what Western Boone had to do. Get the quick shot, also got fouled, and can make it a 1-point game here.
Yeah, and Marcus Fortner, obviously you want him to step up here and make this free throw, and then Western Boone during that timeout was probably talking about their defensive strategy, as they will want to try to get a quick trap, and after a couple of seconds, if they don't get the steal, foul quickly and force the Cadets to make free throws down the stretch.
Fortner at the line. Big shot, can make it a 1-point game if he can hit it. He hits it. 49-48, Cascade.
Yeah, and here's the Western Boone trap. Can Cascade handle it?
Foul called.
Yeah, Savini almost lost it there on the baseline. That would have been detrimental for Cascade, but he is able to handle it, and he will head to the free throw line with 2 huge free throws here. But again, even if he hits both, it is still just a 1-possession game. He is one of their better free throw shooters on the season, shooting at 73%.
So a smart move by Cascade then to get him the ball. One of their better free throw shooters gets the first one.
Yeah, that's a big free throw there. Just a confidence-boosting free throw for the second one. He sees that one go through the basket. It makes the second one that much easier.
Timeout again by Western Boone. We'll stay here and discuss. If he hits the second one, Graham, what do you think the strategy from Western Boone is? And what would it be, the difference between if he hits it and makes it a 3-point game, or if he misses it and makes it a 2-point game?
Well, even if he makes it, I think Western Boone still has plenty of time to go for that quick 2 if the lane opens up. But if Cascade closes that down, you'll want to try to get whoever you feel comfortable shooting that 3-point shot, try to get him a screen, double screen, something wherever that guy wants the ball. And then if Cascade Savini misses this free throw, Western Boone, I'd have to imagine, will give the ball to Gavin Hawkins and try to get him going downhill like they have the majority of this game.
Absolutely huge shot here, as Western Boone would much rather like to just be able to cut it to a tie game with a quick 2 instead of having to be behind one with a quick 2. Like you mentioned, Graham, they have the opportunity, if it opens up, to get 2 and try and get the ball back for one last chance.
Yeah, because that one timeout is huge. If they can go down and get that quick 2, immediately call a timeout, that will stop the clock and force Cascade back to the line. But it all depends on what Savini can do here at the free throw line.
Big shot for Savini. He's been pretty good from the both free throw line and in general shooting tonight. This one banks out. Huge miss. Fortner's got it going the other way for Western Boone. Now over to Hawkins. And it goes out of bounds on the errant pass. It was in the direction of Luke Adkins.
I was just thinking Western Boone looked really chaotic there on that possession. With that timeout in hand, why not call the timeout and try to set something up there with just a couple seconds remaining?
Quick foul by Fortner. It's going to be close. If he hits them both, you can pretty much call this game. But if he misses one or both, Western Boone's going to have to go down real quick and try to save this one, which they came back from a 10-point deficit. I believe 12 was the most they ever trailed by towards the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, and Trebley, another good free throw shooter, shooting 74%.
Gets the first one. Second one would all but end it.
Yeah. Back to that last play. When Gavin Hawkins was in trouble there in the paint, I was shocked that Western Boone didn't call a timeout to try to draw something up better, and then it resulted in a huge, costly turnover for the Stars. And now, if you're a Western Boone fan, you just got to hope that Cascade misses this free throw and Western Boone can have a miracle 3 at the buzzer.
That's the only hope at this point for Western Boone. And certainly, like you mentioned, the no timeout called will be one they could potentially be thinking about later on if it turns out they don't win this game. Still got a chance, though. If Trebley misses, they can, like you mentioned, try and get the very quick 3 to tie it up. Western Boone now out of timeouts. Cascade has one if they elect to use it.
Yeah, and if you're Western Boone, with those no timeouts remaining, that has to be said in this huddle, because if he misses this shot, you cannot waste time standing around. You got to start immediately taking it up the court and hope to find someone open at the 3-point line to try to tie this game. And then obviously, if he makes the shot, if you're Cascade, you just stay back and don't go anywhere near the Stars, as you don't want to foul them with a chance at a 4-point play.
That's a good point. If that is the case and he hits it, then they just got to stay away and not do anything too crazy. Here is potentially the game winner if he hits it. But gets it to go, and that should likely, barring a miracle, end it for Cascade. Yeah. Under 4 seconds, they go ahead and call their final timeout just to discuss the strategy to stay away from the ball. Even let Western Boone have the 3 if they want it, because it's not going to make much of a difference.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly what you said there, Blake. Calling this timeout, he's just going to drill into all 5 of his players just to stay away from the ball. Do not foul. Let Western Boone take whatever shot they want to take, because even if Western Boone makes a shot and there's still time, with no timeouts left for Western Boone, the clock will just run out anyway. So if you're a Cascade, you just want to stay back and let Western Boone do whatever they want here.
All 5 Cascade players go to the opposite side. And it's been a heck of a game, Graham. The big comeback by Western Boone, they're going to come up just short, it looks like. Hawkins goes and takes the 3, nails it. But time runs out.
Yeah.
And a 1-point win for Cascade in an exciting homecoming game as Western Boone stormed back, made it interesting in the second half, but ultimately Cascade gets away with the win.
Yeah, I said at the beginning of the fourth quarter that turnovers were probably going to be the story here in the fourth quarter, and unfortunately for Western Boone, it's the big story, as on their last offensive possession to try to tie or take the lead, Gavin Hawkins was unable to connect with Luke Atkins under the basket as he threw it away. But like you said, Blake, a super entertaining game here on homecoming night as Cascade escapes with a 1-point win over the Stars.
We're going to take a very quick 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the closer here on WBTV Sports right after this.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here. 52-51 the final. Cascade wins it over Western Boone. Thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast. I'd like to give a shout out to Reagan Cox on our production truck, Ethan Harlan on camera operations. They both did a great job. Graham, this was a lot of fun. This was a great game. Thanks for doing this with me tonight, and hope you had just as much fun as I did.
Yeah, definitely a super entertaining game for Western Boone's homecoming. Unfortunate they couldn't quite pull through, but they definitely made it interesting storming back in that second half. But Cascade does survive by one, and like you said, Blank, thanks for everyone behind the scenes for making this possible, and a special thanks to Matt Foxworthy for allowing WBTV to put on this production.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us here on Blake Marr. Thanks for joining us on WBTV Sports. We'll see you next time.